All right, guys, so this video is about why I decided to go carnivore in 2024. So oddly enough, it wasn't really my idea first, but once my fiance decided to go carnivore, it was seemingly the optimal diet. And oddly enough, I can't believe I never really was interested in trying it before, because, you know, all other reasons aside, like going vegan to just be, you know, a good person. Aside from that, honestly, I would say it's pretty obvious that carnivore is the optimal diet. So if you're gonna decide to go on a diet for just purely optimal reasons, if you're a fairly healthy person, carnivore is the optimal diet. And even if you're not fairly healthy, carnivore is helping a lot of people out with a lot of health issues. Regardless, my fiance decided she was gonna take it on, and then at that point, you know, it was a great opportunity for me to try it out, because we're obviously bringing in a lot more meat into the house. So I wouldn't say that I'm strictly carnivore at this point. I mainly have upped my protein intake by, I don't know, somewhere between 200 to 1,000%, because I wasn't really eating that much protein before. And now that I am eating that much protein, I feel a lot better in a lot of ways. I'm able to handle stress a lot better. Yeah, so I decided to go carnivore in 2024. And again, it was because I was testing it out, because my fiance is doing it. And I just can't believe that I never tried it before. I've always wanted more muscle. Always wanted to lose the fat. And that's exactly what carnivore is doing. It's, you know, right off the bat, my first week on the carnivore diet, I remember walking around work and, I walk around work and my t-shirt pretty much tugs on my, my belly. Because I have fat rolls. And I noticed that my t-shirt wasn't tugging as bad on my belly. And I'm like, wow, that's wild. And then the next night when I got in the shower for work, I'm like, damn, my gut looks a lot smaller. And that was the first week on the carnivore diet. And I would imagine that if I was strictly like 100% carnivore, because I do cheat a little bit, I'd probably be stunned at the results I could get on 100% carnivore in under a month. I bet in under a month, if I was doing push-ups and sit-ups and strictly carnivore, I bet I could lose my entire gut and see my abs in under a month, which is what a lot of people try to do their whole lives and never achieve that. And the other reason I decided to go carnivore, not the original reason, I guess, but after I tried it, the main reason I want to stick to it is to see if it has any hair growth qualities, because it should. You would think eating a lot of protein grows your hair. So I'm taking photos of before and after to show my thinning hair and just straight up baldness. And then if anything starts to grow, I'll be posting those photos along with these videos. And then if it grows back fully, that'll be nuts. Which, to be honest, is what I expect is gonna happen. I don't really wanna have that mindset because I wanna be extremely grateful and blown away if it happens. I don't necessarily wanna just be expecting it, but to be fair, that is kind of what I'm expecting to happen. I wouldn't be that shocked. You know, oddly enough, one of the other reasons is it relates to hair growth, which is my daughter was born with a full head of hair, and it kind of just reminded me, like, maybe like essentially how good my DNA is and how piss poor my diet has been my whole life. I just been eating a lot of sugar, a lot of trans fats. And then I had my daughter, and she's got a full head of black, thick hair when she was born, and has these thick, long eyelashes, perfect skin. It just reminded me, like, man, I have the best DNA and the worst diet. I need to combine a good diet with my good DNA, and I guarantee that I could regrow my hair. And on that note of having a bad diet and being a person that's experienced hair loss, I mean, we all know sugars are bad for us, but really I think one of the lesser known, more powerfully toxic and just poisonous substances that we consume that's lesser known is trans fats. And trans fats that start as seed oils. What happens is we cook seed oils that are not in their natural state, trans fats, and olive oil, once it reaches a certain temperature, turns into a trans fat. Next thing you know, you find out you've been consuming trans fats on a daily basis your entire life. Even if you're not eating chips, and then tack on the chips on top of that obviously have trans fats. And the difficult thing with that is, unlike sugar, so if you stop consuming sugar, you can kind of fix your body pretty quickly, but trans fats will stick around in your system for a long time. And that's what's so good about carnivore, is because carnivore is one of the only diets and one of the only ways to tell your body to start getting rid of those trans fats that are stuck in your body, because the body won't consume those trans fats. It'll hold them inside of you and treat those things like a poison, and it just stays inside of your body. It'll never go anywhere. But if you start carnivore and stay on carnivore and do not consume any trans fats and start consuming real fats from meats, from animals, the body will learn that's how it's gonna survive, is to eat the fat in your body. That's gonna be the source of fuel. And once you learn that, once the body learns to do that, it'll finally start purging those trans fats out of your body. Now, when you purge, you could start to see things like acne and things like that. I haven't seen any acne at all yet. Others have that are on carnivore. I'm not seeing any. Maybe one pimple on the side of my head, but honestly, I think that was just from some oil that I was using on my hair. Which, side note, if you're looking to regrow your hair, a recommendation for the best oils I found are get you some neem oil. If you strictly want to grow the hair and you're not using it for any other reason, neem oil is great. The only downside to neem oil is that it smells not so good. Kind of smells like the inside of a Chinese restaurant. I don't know how to explain it. Kind of smells a lot like food, basically. And what I'm doing along with the neem oil is putting rosemary, drops of rosemary essential oil in with that. And that's pretty much my hair product that I put on my hair to style it. And I don't wear that to work because of the neem oil. The neem oil smells. So when I go to work, I just do the rosemary and almond oil. That smells very good. That, and right now, as you can see, I'm out on a bike ride. That's another thing I'm doing for hair growth, is what I pretty much researched and found out is you want to be doing exercise to open up the pores in the skin, and you want to get some sweat going. And also the vitamin D from the sun is a essential component to growing and regrowing those hair follicles that have gotten damaged from all the sugars and trans fats that we consume in our lives. This kind of regenerates the hair follicle. Vitamin D, the sun, things like neem oil, things like going carnivore, exercising, sweating. If you can just rub your scalp too with your fingers, kind of like push your scalp, kind of like rub it back and forth and side to side against your skull, and that'll really promote blood flow, because that's what all these things are doing that I'm mentioning. It's really all promoting blood flow. And also stop washing your hair. And if you do wash your hair, make sure you're only washing it like once a week or once a month. A lot of people don't wash their hair at all. Not because they think, you gotta have dirty hair to grow your hair. It's gotta be 100% natural. It's just, if you stop washing your hair, you won't need to wash it anymore. The second you stop washing it, it'll take 2 weeks. I think at the 2-week mark is when you'll peak. And what happens is at the 2-week mark, you'll be kind of having a lot of oils in your hair, because your hair is so used to having the shampoo and conditioner strip all of the oils out of your hair. And because you're stripping it and you're removing it and you're cleaning your scalp, your body freaks out and it starts producing oils. So if you stop using shampoo and conditioner, your body's still gonna remember to produce all those oils that you had been stripping because of the outside substance you've been putting on your scalp to strip them off. So if you don't continue to strip them off, when the body produces them, all the oils, your scalp's gonna be really gross if you stop washing your hair. But after that 2-week mark, your body will learn to stop doing that. It'll learn that you're no longer doing something that's counterproductive. You're no longer sending your scalp into crisis mode, and your body will just stop freaking out, and it won't produce a massive amount of oils on your scalp, and your scalp will no longer be oily. Your hair will no longer be oily. You won't be having pimples or zits or nothing like that. It'll just have a natural, healthy, safe layer of, or barrier of oils on your scalp, around your hair follicles. So, but like I was saying, another thing you want to do is really stop washing your hair so much if you're experiencing hair growth or hair loss. And that's what I've done. I no longer have to wash my hair. It doesn't produce those nasty oils anymore. I've gotten beyond that point that I need to keep washing it, because I got beyond that 2-week point a long time ago. Another good thing for hair growth is sleep. It's pretty much the second you run out of energy, the first place your body starts to take resources for fuel and nutrition, energy, resources to combat stress, fatigue. The first place it takes nutrients from is eyes, hair, and nails. So if you're not getting enough sleep and you have a bad diet, you'll notice that you have bad eyesight, you have poor nails, and you have hair loss. And it's all in relation to energy, how much energy your body has, which is another great reason to go carnivore, because carnivore is the optimal diet for energy. It is the most nutrient-dense diet that will provide the longest lasting fuel. Think of vegan like gasoline. You could run your car on gasoline, and that's great. It'll ignite instantly, and you can get a big boost. You can get a big boost of energy from vegetables. But think of carnivore as nuclear. It's like having a nuclear core inside of your body. If you eat a big steak, if you eat a big steak, it's basically like putting a nuclear core inside the center of your body, and you're gonna have hours and hours of energy. Where if you eat vegan, you're gonna have energy for maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours max. Maybe even 20 minutes minimum. But anyways, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the first video. This is Carnivore Hair Growth 24. And just because I didn't mention it, and I don't know if you guys could see it, this was what I was pulling the whole time for the video with my daughter. So if I seemed out of breath, now you know why. Carnivore Hair Growth 24 out.